Hello and welcome to your reading. If you chose this, I'm not sure what it is. It's so shiny and pretty, tangerine type coloured tumble. So this is a self-love and empowerment reading. We're going to look at a few different things. I've sort of made the spread here. So we're going to start with you. It's all about you, but we're going to start with a bit about you. We have the King of Swords, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's so clear that you are such a forward thinker. I feel like you have a really strong perception on the world, and your perception is usually quite a positive one. I feel like you're very optimistic about the future, and you're somebody who's worked really hard to gain the status that you have. I feel like you've learned a lot through your journey, and you're somebody who's perhaps come a long way in your career or just personal development. I feel like you've learned a great deal. You're a very self-sufficient person. I feel like you're very grateful for the life that you have, but you've also worked very hard to achieve that. I definitely see a lot of gratitude for the abundance around you. You're somebody who has everything they need, I do feel. It may be that you're a parent as well, if that applies. You're definitely an active parent and somebody who maybe is thinking quite a lot about family and home and the things closest to your heart. I feel like you're a very fair person, and you always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you like to also have strong boundaries and be very clear as well. I feel like that's something you've learned over your journey, is how to speak up and be quite clear with what you expect and what you want from a situation. And I feel like you really know how to apply yourself to get things done as well. I feel like you're a very efficient person. We've got Leo's energy represented in this reading three times actually. So what can you be doing at this time to support your own well-being and show yourself a bit more love? We've got the Three of Wands, the Fool, and the King of Wands. I feel like the King of Wands is talking about holding a grand vision for yourself and really believing in it and not being afraid to take that leap of faith when it comes to your visions and the things that you want to create. I feel like you have a very powerful message. I feel like you your spirituality is something that you could embrace a lot more. I feel like you're a very logical thinker, and you don't want to get blown away by the fluffies of spirituality that can sometimes be there. I feel like you like to stay quite grounded in your approach to that. But there's a lot, I feel like a lot is unfolding in regards to your spiritual journey, maybe at this time or just over a slow trickling period of your life. I feel like, you've got a lot of support around you as well. And there's something here about not having to do everything on your own. You can rely on other people to help you. And I feel like you're a very self-sufficient person though, and maybe asking for help might not be one of your strong points. I feel like you can delegate if necessary, but I see that you do get things done yourself quite a lot. Quite a masculine energy in the way you approach things. The King of Swords and the Sun is masculine energy. I feel like, you could be more loyal to your own dreams. This is what you could do more to support yourself. You could, don't be afraid to try new things and branch out past what you've done so far. There's a need for patience as well, to watch some of the things you've already invested your energy and time and love into, to just let them unfold naturally and watch them, nurture them as they grow, whatever that is. Something that you've put a bit of energy. It could be your spiritual path or something you've been working on and you're waiting to see some results from that. Definitely believe that good things are coming in that regard. So what limiting beliefs are not serving at this time? We've got the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords came out in reverse. So there's some untruths you may be telling yourself. It may feel like you're in competition with other people. You may be comparing yourself to other people sometimes. I think we all are guilty of doing that from time to time, comparing ourselves, people that may appear to have gotten further on their path than we wish we had. And I feel like a limiting belief that's not serving is that, yeah, you're in competition with anyone else, because we're all on a unique journey here and you have so much to offer in your own right. I feel like you're a very powerful, positive, influential person who knows how to turn that inspiration and passion into logic and planning and groundedness. Like, you're really powerful in that way. So yeah, I feel like sometimes you're maybe some people here might be a bit of a lone wolf, and so working with a team or other people might be something you feel like you can't do so well, maybe, but that's not true. There are people out there that are harmonious with you in your journey and would support you and work with you well. You may feel like, yeah, sort of like a challenge, like you may feel like you attract a certain type of challenge over and over again, and there may be a little bit of victim mentality around that. You're feeling like you're always having to lift yourself up out of this certain type of situation. That may be occurring for you sometimes as well. What behaviors are not serving? We've got the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like maybe for some people it could be perhaps being a bit too controlling with the way things go, and that's again back to that Fool and King of Wands energy, where it's okay to take a leap of faith and try a different way of approaching things and being a little bit more free-hearted, free-spirited, and not so controlled. And your true tried and tested ways have been true and worked for you in the past, but I feel like you're reaching a time in your life where you're needing to expand your approach in a way that's more loving to yourself and sort of aligning just through joy, through playfulness. I feel like you're somebody, yeah, with that, especially that a lot of this Leo energy is very, very heart-led, very playful. There is that element to you, and sometimes you may get so caught up in what's going on in the world in your life that you forget to stop and play and have fun and tune into love, because that's when you attract the most. It doesn't have to be through hard work that you attract your abundance. It can be through alignment and joy and just having fun, because that's what we're here for in the end, right? To just play and have fun. So yeah, maybe you're a bit controlled in your approach to things, a bit too practical sometimes, and getting a strategy, like a strategizing a way to maybe make money quickly, or to trying to find smart investments that not smart investments, yeah, maybe it is. I feel like you're trying to find a strategy that you know, like a passive income type strategy. I feel like you're very intelligent and sort of like business minded, money minded, quite smart in that way. If there's any dishonesty as well that could come up for some people, just like trying to avoid truths to maybe, yeah, exactly. We've got an oracle card here that's never deceive another to prevent hurt, always be honest. So yeah, maybe you don't tell the full truth just to protect somebody's feelings, and that's come up in a behavior that doesn't serve you. It's okay to speak your truth. Yeah, maybe you're a bit over-invested sometimes in your work and forgetting to play and have fun as well, and it could be just an overthinking as well sometimes as well. Okay, how to overcome the blockages. We got strength, we got the Hanged One, and the Six of Wands. This is good. This is really good. So looking at life a little differently. It's totally believing in yourself and the message you have to share. Celebrating your own success, trusting in your own strengths and having courage. There's so much Leo energy here. This is the Leo Minor Arcana, and that's the Leo Major. I feel like there's sort of surrendering to some of those thoughts that aren't truthful. Anything, the self-doubt stuff or things that separate you from other people. I feel like that might be one of the things that you maybe feel like a black sheep or an outcast or something like that. You may feel like you're a little bit different and find it hard to mesh with other people. But I can see here that something that would really help you is to engage with your peers on a deeper level and maybe celebrate them and they celebrate you. Connection could be really helpful for you. Just believe in yourself and believe in your heart's guidance. So we've got some oracle cards here. These are some new ones I'm pretty excited to use. We've got effort affirmation. I know that a little effort goes a long way. I take steps in the right direction and am open to the abundant support flowing towards me. And I feel like that's about opening up the receptivity and not so much masculine energy in the way you're approaching things, but to soften and allow things to come to you through alignment. And just trusting that the steps you take, making those steps of self-loving steps, is what will bring you into alignment. Steps in the right direction are steps that honor you. Shadow of the victim affirmation. I do not get caught in the shadow of the victim. I am connected to the magnificence of my radiant spirit soul and remain aligned with my highest power even in the face of adversity. We have got the 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands here. So there could definitely be some conflict with some people around you at this time, some horrible things that may have been said, but you do not need to get caught up in that or be a victim to that situation. Just know yourself and know your own truth and stand by that. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. More receptive energy, allowing things to come towards you. With the 3 of Wands, definitely believing that good things are coming in towards you. My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force, they come through freedom. More receptive energy. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. And the last oracle card for group 1 is a true act of kindness can be as small as a smile. And smile at yourself in the mirror first, I think. And a smile comes from being okay. Just being okay with yourself in a state of surrender and flow and just being okay and having trust. I think that's where the most genuine smiles can bubble up from within. And I feel like you've got the sun card at the top of your reading. You're somebody who affects people with your energy. Your smile will definitely touch people more than visually, like they will feel it. So group 1, I'm going to leave that there for you. That is your self-love reading. I hope it gave you some sort of guidance or comfort or clarity, and I will look forward to reading again soon. Bye. Hey there, group 2. This is your reading if you chose the Girasol flat stone. Not quite a tumble, is it? Okay, so this is a self-love empowerment reading, as the title says, and we're going to look into you and some of your qualities, maybe some limiting beliefs and how to overcome some of those things. And then there's some nice affirmation cards here as well. So we'll jump straight in for you, group 2. We've got the Fool, the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. This is so nice. It really speaks about you. Like, it shows that you are somebody who is, usually just up for an adventure, willing to try new things, willing to go out on a limb and just, I feel like fear doesn't really get in your way too much and you sort of just go for it with courage. And I feel like you're somebody who can trust the way you feel about things. I think you get through your life based on how you feel and your intuition. I feel like you're somebody also who's very soft-hearted and kind. You could be a mother. It's very feminine, the energy in this reading, so you could, but that doesn't have to be. You could just be somebody who's very soft and has a nurturing role in life, where you're taking care of people or animals. I feel like you're somebody who really is connected to animals of all kinds. And you're somebody who, I feel like you have a really good knack for helping people move through challenges and adversity by softening. Like, I feel like you have a lot of wise advice to give people in regards to softening against challenges and not... I feel like you're also somebody who hasn't been hardened by some of your own life challenges. I feel like you've managed to stay quite gentle in your energy, and you still believe in the good of the world and you have faith that good things are coming for you. And yeah, it's a quite an optimistic, positive energy. Yeah, I feel like you're extremely intuitive, psychic abilities here. You might be a reader as well. And yeah, I feel like this is really optimistic as well. I feel like you know how to connect with the cycles and you can trust in divine timing. There might be some times where you're a little bit impulsive and just go for it, and I feel like your fear doesn't really hold you back, and that adventurous spirit might just want to go for it, and there's some times when you need to slow down too. So how can you do more? What can you do to support yourself and your well-being at this time? We've got interesting cards here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ten of Wands. Right, there's also an oracle card that goes in really nicely, actually. I might just pick it up right now. Directing my focus on what's thriving creates more of what I want. And that is very teamed in with this whole section here, because the Eight of Pentacles is really showing that your best way forward right now is to focus on that one thing that is thriving, right? And put down anything that is just not yours to carry anymore. You may have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you can see here there's a lot of people that pick this group that might be a mum that's running around after the whole household and running things together, but there's some things that you may be able to pass off to other people to do, delegate some things to other people, because the Ten of Wands is showing that you have got a heavy burden on your shoulders and that you are carrying a bit too much at the moment, and that's oppressing you. You're not able to live into all of your fullness and feel like, you know, I feel like maybe it might make you feel a bit stuck and bogged down, but you're not getting to, there's something that's calling on you, whether it's your career or your purpose, your passion, something like that. And I feel like life is sort of shifting around for you too at this time. You're maybe going through your own realizations and sort of redirection energy of what's important to you. And you're really being asked to take a really grounded, methodical, slow approach, have a plan, and just chip away at it day by day. This is a self-mastery card. It's really showing up every single day and putting your energy into what you love and not wasting your energy anywhere else. It's sort of, I feel like there might be some things around you that suck your energy or drain you for whatever reason, and yeah, it might be time to put those down. We have got that Tower in the center of the reading too. So what can you do to support yourself? Blow it up. Blow something up, something that's not stable, that's causing you to, you know, be distracted from your purpose and your passion. And you know, it feels like an unnecessary weight. Maybe it might be a situation that you're still moving through as well, and you're just needing to take it day by day and step by step to move through that. And you may be finding that there's a lot of challenges around you at the moment, but you're still staying soft. You're still in that beautiful Queen of Cups energy. So yes. What limiting beliefs have we got here? We've got the Hanged Man and Judgment and the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, this is interesting too. So it may be that you're feeling, if you're feeling stuck in a situation or something, like we see the Tower, or something that's weighing down on you, you may feel like you don't have, you don't have a way out of that. Maybe you're feeling stuck to it, bound to the situation, and you're just sort of having to surrender to that. Maybe you're casting a harsh judgment on yourself, that you've got these expectations. I feel like with the Judgment card, it's almost like you've got these three other people, could be more, could be less, but these are the people that are, you know, waiting on you, waiting on your guidance, your information, your love, your nurturing, whatever it is you provide for them. And there's like a judgment on yourself that if you were not to do that, you'd be failing them or letting someone down, or you might put a lot of expectation on yourself to meet other people's needs, is what I'm getting at. The Princess of Pentacles for limiting belief as well. It might be that you're judging yourself on something that you want to bring into your life. Like maybe you're judging your ability to do it, or maybe you're worried about what other people might say if you were to embark on this new journey or manifest this new opportunity into your life. You might be a bit concerned about your ability to do that, but I see that's here. I feel like you are potentially a young person. This could be going to young people or somebody who's on the beginning of a journey or of some kind. There is a bit of novice energy here, which is a beautiful thing. It's talking about this being so much room to grow. So that tells me that you have got everything it takes, you know. So if there's any self-doubt there, you're in this fresh canvas, fertile energy to create whatever you want. So that's fantastic. Yeah. There may be some difficulties around you, like we've seen before, that you're just needing to look at a little differently as well. You might be holding a perception of a harsh judgment to get to somebody or to a situation, and it might serve you to try and look at it from a different angle and through the eyes of love, and sort of maybe look at, maybe someone's doing something on their journey that isn't harmonious with you and yours, and just remember that we're all on our own path home. We're all just walking each other home, right? So we've all got a unique and beautiful journey, and there's no need to cast any harsh judgment on someone else, or you know, I can see some of these things might be, there might be some conflict that you're having to deal with, and just surrendering any harsh judgments you might have around that situation might be helpful for you, and rather just tune into your own power, tune into your own sense of self-belief and what you know is true for you, and that's all you need. Okay, so what behaviours are not serving? We've got interesting here as well. Two of Swords, Ace of Cups on one side and the Star on the other. I'll go through the astrology signs, the zodiacs. We've got Libra, Aquarius, and Aries in this reading, but it doesn't have to be, it's all good. Okay, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, the Star. I feel like you need to take some time out. You need to take a bit of time out to fill your own cup and just step back from a situation and take some rest, some respite, some time for deep reflection, and find a bit of, the key word up here is peace. Find a bit of peace for yourself, a bit of healing, and there's a lot to be hopeful for in the future. The center of your reading is the Tower, so this reading could find you at a time when your whole life is just, that could be the case. And if that is the case, then these cards are it's saying to me that you are maybe not really seeing that there's actually a really bright horizon here for you. There's a lot to be hopeful for. There's a lot of love in your future. There's a lot of love around you. There's a lot to be excited about. And so if this is in an area of something that's not serving you, it would just be that you're not open to that at this time. Maybe if things are a challenge, you might be a little bit uncertain as to where things are headed from this point, but there's a huge need to really trust the path ahead and that everything is going to be fine, because the Star and the Ace of Cups is a beautiful, fresh energy for you. That's very nourishing, and it helps you look to the future and be excited about the future and trusting that this moment serves you. Okay, so what you can do to move forward that may help you and empower you at this time. We've got the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So for those that are going through some sort of situation where something is blowing up, it could be a relationship, it could be walking away from this controlling figure in your life, or something that's very demanding upon you, or something that's really taxing of your energy, time, money. But for those outside of that, and this being just about you, it would help you to be your own authority and believe in that path ahead and believe in yourself and really back yourself in the choices you make. I can see you have a very soft energy, and sometimes you might get swayed a little bit by other people's opinions or perceptions or judgments on you, I feel like you're somebody who doesn't really like to upset the apple cart. You don't want to hurt people. But just know that standing in your own power and choosing what you want for your life is perfectly fine. It's not, you don't need to worry about what other people are going to say or think or feel. The Eight of Cups as well, feel free to walk away from anything that is a burden to you with this Ten of Wands up here as well, right? Walk away from that stuff that you've tried and tried again, and you just keep coming up against the same obstacle, and There's something about the situation that may be repetitive for you, and you're needing to put that down and move on. Five of Pentacles, saving your money too. We've got worry here, so letting go of worries around finance and just trusting in your ability to manifest a new beginning in finance for you, if that applies for some people with the Princess of Pentacles, having hope for the future, and leaving things that just completely cutting off from things that are not nourishing you. And again, back to this card, directing my focus on what's thriving creates more of what I want. So really pulling your attention and your focus away from the heavy stuff, from the destructive stuff that might be around you, and channeling it into yourself and your creation and what you're doing, and enjoy the journey as you do it. Because the Queen of Cups follows how she feels. So what you do in life, we've got the sun imagery here too. It's very vibrant. That sun is backing you. The positivity, that energy is all behind you. It's there for you. I think I trailed off then, but I'm not sure. It's all good. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You don't need to be doing whatever it is that you're doing that's draining you, or feeding someone else, or anything like that. It's time to feed yourself. Self-love is needed here with this beautiful Ace of Cups. Some time out, some rest, and a deep change in routine as well, like starting to incorporate, maybe it's your morning routine that needs a revamp, maybe it's just a once a week practice that you start to embody, whether that's a yoga class or a meditation class where you're connecting with other people and feeling that collective power, feeling supported. It could be solo stuff as well, just anything that you are getting to embody more love, joy, play, and flow into your life. We also have, I am kind and loving towards others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. So again, I'm getting drawn to that energy where it may be people pleasing, or there's just a lot of people that expect a lot from you, and maybe that's what they've received, so they keep expecting that. But sometimes it gets to a point where enough's enough, and it might be time to draw that boundary and take care of you, which is a really nice thing. So we've also got from the Mindful Living, shining affirmation. I see others shining in their strengths. I do not dwell on their weaknesses. So again, coming back to that shift in judgment, if you're having a harsh judgment on someone or a situation, to just release that and focus on your own strengths and what you're doing, because that's all that matters, what you're doing. Warrior Goddess archetype affirmation. I am able to hold strong to my own intuition in the face of many confusing and varied voices around me. I know who I am and what I believe in and stand for. A lot of self-belief stuff here, right? A lot of backing yourself, especially that Seven of Wands up the top there. That can be a lot of conflicting ideas and people's opinions and competition energy coming at you, and you don't need to worry about it. You really don't. Just find that beautiful soft space inside yourself, back in the heart center, and operate from that place. Just create your beautiful thing. We've got nervous system affirmation. Fair enough, with the Tower card in this reading, I reduce the stress chemicals of adrenaline and cortisol in my system by taking a sacred pause. Yoga, meditation, shift in routine, things like that. We also have take a moment to just be silent, truly listen and feel. They kind of go together. I thought I'd put them together. And the last one we have for this beautiful group too is words have power, so speak them wisely and from the heart. And if you don't know what words you need to use in this situation, then take that space and find your truth, and then stand by it. Really back yourself here and stand up for yourself and speak your truth. Okay, that was so nice. Thanks very much, Group 2. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to reading again soon. Bye. Hey, Group 3. Welcome to your reading if you chose the Amethyst tumble, flatstone. I think they're called worry stones, actually, because you can hold them in your palm and rub them. Okay, this will be your reading. So this is a self-love and empowerment reading. We're going to look at you and what you can do to support yourself on this journey, and maybe look at some blockages and how to overcome those. And we have some affirmation cards at the end. So, starting out with you. right, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Well, talking to a powerhouse. Potentially feminine, doesn't have to be though. We've got this beautiful soft Queen of Cups motherly energy. It's speaking about how gentle and kind and compassionate you are. The first thing I noticed when I saw this card is that a lot of the women or people in this group, I shouldn't say women because it could be a range of genders coming through, but I feel like the people clicking on here are singers or have a beautiful voice. I really feel like they have a really lulling, perhaps they sing lullabies to children or just soothing. I feel like you soothe people with your voice. I feel like your voice is very soft and gentle. The people around you are particularly responsive to your voice and to your words. I feel like you have a very, very I feel like you have a very beautiful life or a very passionate life. You get the chance to be of service and really share your message of truth. You get to share your heart with people. I feel like you may work in charity or caring, a nurturing type of role, something where you're providing a service for people. If you're not in the workforce, it just speaks to your nature as somebody who's very generous and caring, somebody who always is looking out for other people. And yeah, sometimes you may be a little overgiving, but I feel like that's something you're learning. I feel like you're learning, keeping things in balance and making sure that you're not being taken advantage of. That may have been something in the past for you, but yeah, I do feel like you're really celebrated by the people around you. You may be quite popular in your friend circle or in your community. You might have a job that sort of puts you in the spotlight quite a bit, maybe on social media or just in amongst your people. Then people, you walk down the street, people know who you are. That might be the case for you. You're a very social person, very generous, extremely psychic. There's a lot of energy here that really speaks to a very spiritual person, but also grounded at the same time. I've got Leo's energy on the bottom of the deck, the Strength card. And I think that really does talk about you and your journey. I feel like you've gone through quite a journey in your life and you've learned a great deal from that, and you share that knowledge and pass that strength on to other people. Yeah, I feel like you're real music lovers in this group as well. Maybe music makers, you might be a musician or just somebody who needs music in your life all the time, maybe. Of course, you're psychic. We've got the amethyst, so yeah, I just noticed that. Usually the people that pick the group with amethyst are either the thing that they're getting the reading for is something that their intuition was already telling them, or their intuition is that strong and that's why it was already telling them. But anyway, how can you do more to support yourself in this journey? What can you do to be a bit more loving to you? I love this. We're the Three of Cups. Delegate. Get people to help you. It's okay to ask for help. You don't have to do everything by yourself. This is about teamwork, cooperation, and people helping you. So trust that you can find help from people that's actually helpful. A lot of us get along with the opinion that if we want something done properly, we have to go do it ourselves and only get things achieved through our own effort, and that's not true. This can also be divine help as well, and using your resources in that way. The magician here is manifesting, right? You can manifest any type of assistance you need, whether that's the unseen assistance, especially look at this Queen of Wands, like what a cosmic being. She is just totally a spiritual messenger, a very activated woman, very self-empowered, right? And this is what you can do to help yourself. Empower yourself, right? Believe in your message and your fire. Believe in your creativity. Believe in your ability to manifest and draw in whatever assistance you need on any level. Do not limit what you could attract here. I feel like, you've had a lot of success in your life already with some of the things that you do, which is interesting because there's some self-doubts there. And I did hear, when I saw the Devil card, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, I've kind of heard imposter syndrome. That may resonate with you. So, imposter syndrome is somebody who has had a great deal of success, And if they just sat and reflected and looked back on their journey, they would see just how amazing and beautiful and successful they are. But that voice doesn't stop saying that they can't do this, or they're no good, or the work that they do is not appreciated or valued or anything like that. So that may be an issue for you. And so what you can do is embody more of your spiritual practices. Really get in touch more with. I feel like you already are in touch enough. But if that's the case, and you're having self-doubts about your ability to create, and your ability to manifest, then get back in touch with play, and that joy inside you. Get back in touch with fun and just no judgment, just freedom and play is what I keep seeing for you. Not trying to control how it goes, but just letting it unfold naturally and trusting that it is beautiful what you're doing. Come on, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Magician. That is amazing cards. I'm so impressed. The strength on the bottom of the deck. What a person. What a courageous, beautiful, heart-led being, right? Very, very led by your heart here. But so much potential and capability to pull off, or pull in anything that you want. So limiting beliefs at this time, we've got the Four of Cups, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. So I did hear that imposter syndrome. That may be the case for you. A little bit of, maybe there could be a situation around you at the moment that hasn't really turned out how you'd wanted it to. Maybe it's an unrequited love situation, or something that's made you feel like disappointed. Look at the expression on her face. It kind of speaks for a lot of it. But there's this beautiful bowl of magic potion here that you're not looking at. There's so much wonder here to you, to who you are and what you can create and the life that you can live and will and do live. But there's something about your life sometimes that may get you down, or sometimes you may feel like, it's not all that great. And that's that imposter syndrome, I do feel. So, but it could manifest in other ways where you're just feeling not content with the life that you have. Maybe you're constantly seeking more, and that might be a struggle for you with the Devil card as well. It might be that you sometimes fall into maybe a materialism trap where you feel like you need to acquire this certain lifestyle or image before you can achieve success, when you've actually already achieved success. It could be that you're have an addiction cycle, or some behavior. Maybe you're just a little overindulgence with something that you could let go of. Five of Cups as well. So there could be, sometimes you might get caught up in a deep sadness, because I feel like you're very led by your emotions. And you do feel a lot. I feel like you feel through your life with your emotions. And you feel other people's emotions. I feel like you're really a sponge and pick up the area around you quite strongly, and that may get you down. But I'm not good enough. Any of those sorts of beliefs where you're feeling like you're not good enough, that is not serving you at all. Because you are good enough. Absolutely. Then again, the magical potion is right next to her. She's got it. But she's quite busy looking at what hasn't worked out. But instead, you could look at what hasn't worked out as part of the great learning, and I think you already know that, but the great learning that makes you who you are and helps you know your truth just that much deeper, that you can then share it and pass it on to somebody else, because you've learned through experience, you've learned through hardship, and you've learned through grief and sadness, and you've grown strong from it. The underlying energy is the Strength card. I feel like you may have gone through quite a lot. You could have gone through some serious battles through your journey so far, and each time you've overcome it because you have so much willpower and strength, faith, just a kindness in your heart that never gets dampened as well. You might have been drawn to reading number 2 as well as number 3, because there's a similar energy here, but there's some differences, so you will have picked the right one. Okay, so what behaviors are not serving? We've got the Star and the Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Could be, yeah, I feel like hoping for, bringing me back again. There might be hoping for more without the belief that that will happen or something. There's some sort of doubt in what you're hoping for. Or maybe you're hoping for something, you're wishing something into your life that actually isn't beneficial for you. That may be the case for some people. You may be pulling something towards you, and the universe might be sort of giving you signs, not that way, but you want it still. That may be the case for some. And the universe wants to protect you from that and bring you into an opportunity that is going to bring you more opportunities, more abundance. I feel like as well, there could be a little bit of maybe worry about money or being financial enough to achieve your dreams. But again, trusting that the universe is going to support you in every way and has so far. You have all that it takes. I wonder as well if there's maybe a fear of starting again for some people, if that applies, like starting in novice energy and going back to study or something like that, if that may be a concern. That, can I do that? Have I got what it takes? Am I too old? Am I too young? Have I got enough money? All those sort of things that go through our heads in regards to self-doubt and lack, so feeling like not enough. I feel like sometimes you may stay in a sad energy or place longer than you need to as well. I mean, it's good to go and reflect and feel and move through our energies, but you may stay there a little longer than you have to, or you may put up with things for a little longer than you should. When really all you need to do is just fill your own cup, look after yourself, look after number one, and trust that there's a beautiful guiding light that leads you through your life and will bring you the greatest outcomes. So what you can do to move through any of these blocked energies, I love this, Queen of Pentacles, right? 7 of Cups reversed on one side and 5 of Wands on the other. So look at all this confusion, conflict, all this like scattered energy around this poised, beautiful Queen of Pentacles. This is telling me that all you need to worry about is yourself, your healing journey, nurturing yourself, and the people around you that, maybe there's a lot of indications here that you may be a parent and you have people that care for you, or dependents or animals, or, anything living, a garden, something that calls on your attention, that brings you peace, harmony, and makes you feel like you're in your right place. Anything that sort of, threatens to distract you, let that go. There may be some things around you that sort of distract you and may look really shiny, and that may be something for you. I've picked up a few times now where there's always this thirst for more, thirst for adventure, and sometimes that can take you away from what's important and what you need to be working on, just chasing something else. Any of these, all that glitters is not gold is what I'm hearing from this card. Put down any of the up in the air, confusing, elusive, just scattered energy. Let that be. Stay grounded and poised. And then we've got behind you as well. I feel behind because you're looking the other way. Conflict, other people's opinions, other people's judgments, competition, all that sort of energy. Looking the other way, really just focusing on your own light and not needing to engage. So, beautiful Queen of Pentacles. We have now in the Oracle cards. What else was there? Maybe a hint for some people to connect more with nature with that Queen of Pentacles. Earth medicine, aromatherapy, any of that sort of stuff. Taking supplements to support your body, exercise, healthy diet shifts, all those sorts of things are encouraged with this energy. Really nourishing yourself from the inside out, because that in itself really just lifts you right up and away like a rocket, away from all of the chaos. I mean, some chaos is unavoidable, but that's part of the beautiful, messy challenge of life. And supporting yourself through healthy diet and choices and thoughts and things like that can really help support you when you're having to show up to these challenges. They help you stay in your power, stay grounded, and not get swept away by some of the emotions and attachments. So really nice grounded energy there. When I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. And that is, again, I feel kind of represented in the imagery here with all the chaos around. And she's just here in self. She's just, really focused and connected. And that gives her the certainty with the shoulders back, right? She knows her truth. So just know and connect and don't worry about anything external. Distractions, I feel, might be quite the thing for you. It might be a person, a relationship, or a behaviour that has sort of pulled your attention from time to time. And you got too much greatness to worry about that. Too much greatness to achieve. Especially like the magician here. That's a really powerful energy that shows that you have all of the resources and skills to pull together whatever you want to create. You really should be believing in yourself here. Like Queen of Wands next to it. There's so much power. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. So exactly, no distractions. Focusing on what you're creating. Focusing on yourself, your self-healing, your self-love. Connecting with other strong, empowered feminines. And disconnecting from anything that's sucking your energy or just not in alignment. Maybe you've outgrown some connections, but just focusing on what's thriving. We have asking for help affirmation. I think I talked about this here, didn't I? I am able to ask for help when needed and can make good choices about who I ask and how I ask them. Exactly. So some people may be falling out of alignment with you, and there may be some other supportive people that you can go to for advice and confirmation of your own ideas. It's a more positive sounding board. I feel like some people in this group might need to pick your audience with who you're sharing with. You may be really excited to share some dreams, but the person that's receiving it is, for their whatever reason, not a good sounding board for you. That's for some people. This also means I can offer help in return according to my capacity. So not over giving. Again, back to that first original point. I feel like that might be something you've learned over your journey, because you're a very giving person, and I feel like if you see someone in need and you've got it, then why not? But there's a need to make sure there's a balance there and you're only giving within your capacity. Heart and mind affirmation. My heart is open and my mind is clear. That's just perfectly simple. I think affirmations, keeping them simple, can really increase their power. We feed more energy into this really solid, concentrated statement, and each time we repeat that mantra, it adds more power. I like to keep my affirmations quite simple too. My heart is open and my mind is clear. That's a lot of coverage in that one statement, right? And we have giving thanks for my strength affirmation. I have strong roots like a majestic tree. I am steady and grounded. Queen of Pentacles. And a couple of Divine Wisdom cards. We have accept the moment and live in the space that is pure and perfect for that time. So yeah, just being with what's now. And that's, again, anybody in this group that feels they're constantly projecting to the future and wanting to chase bigger dreams. And it's great to have big dreams, but remembering to stay present and in this moment. And even if this moment presents as a challenge, to be with that challenge. Authenticity is your truth. Yeah. Saying no and looking after yourself. Take a moment to just be silent, truly listen and feel. So yeah, that's your reading, group 3. It feels like the message here is more simple than the other two groups. Your path to self-love and peace and empowerment is just through honoring your needs as they arise, and not worrying too much about any of the distractions around you. It's a pretty good reading, group 3. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll look forward to reading again soon. Bye.